Hi everyone, this is Dr. Chhoda and welcome to this important episode of Ignition Time. I'm going to call this video the Pelosi Calculus because could this be the calculation of House Speaker Pelosi? Now, before I get into this video, I want to be clear. For me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm American. I want there to be stimulus. I want the suffering of our viewers and subscribers to end. I want there to be stimulus, regardless of who takes credit for it, regardless of who gets blamed for it. I want to make sure that there is some sort of relief for our viewers, for our subscribers, for our fellow Americans. My name is Dr. Chhoda. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Also, if you learn something new from this video, please click the like button, please subscribe and enable notifications, and please give a shout out to one of our viewers and subscribers, Jamie Thornton. Jamie, you're the inspiration behind this video because one of the comments that Jamie made just recently on our channel actually got me thinking, and that is why I decided to make this video. So this is a shout out to Jamie Thornton. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Here's a message on your screen from Jamie, and this is something that she mentioned. I'm going to read out one of the comments from one of our viewers and subscribers. Pelosi is smart and knows the president has to have a deal, and she holds out all the cards. She holds all the cards still until the election, because obviously anything can happen on election day, as we found out in 2016. So think of it this way. The Senate is a toss-up right now. Either or could control it. In other words, the Republicans could retain control of the Senate, or the Democrats could regain control of the Senate. Remember, there are 35 Senate seats up for re-election, and out of the 35 Senate seats, 23 are Republican Senate seats up for re-election and 12 are Democrat Senate seats. So if the Democrats flip enough seats, they could retain control of the Senate. In fact, if you look at some of the recent tweets from President Trump, the president tweeted as recently as today about, some of the things that former Vice President Joe Biden could do if he becomes president. And so there is a concern that, that the Republicans could lose the Senate. And this actually has been voiced by many Republican senators as well. So let's get back to what Jamie was saying. It looks clear the Democrats will pick up seats, but can they get enough to take control? So if you're Pelosi, you want to get a deal done and put the pressure on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell right before the election, because if the GOP Senate kills the stimulus right before the election, I can tell you the Democrats will take control of the Senate. I think that is what Pelosi wants. And then Jamie has some other thoughts as well. So I want you to let me know as my viewer and subscriber, do you agree with Jamie's assessment? Because now let's look at the big picture and let's look at a timeline. So on the 3rd of November, we have the election, right? So we're getting closer and closer and closer to the election. So as we get closer to the election, let's say a deal is struck between House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. So let's say a deal is struck and, we start celebrating and YouTube goes bananas and you see a lot of channels saying stimulus done and all of that good stuff. So let's say that happens for a second, okay? Just hypothetically, let's say we have a deal. Remember, for a deal to actually become a law, you need to have a bill that is approved by the House and the Senate and is voted on by the House and the Senate and approved by the House and the Senate and then signed by the president. That's when it becomes law. So you have a deal here. You have a law here. But now let's say you have the election on November 3rd, right? So leading up to the election, let's say we get a deal on the eve of the election. It could happen at any time, or it may not happen, by the way. But let's say we have a deal, hypothetically, leading up to the election. Now, if we have a deal leading up to the election, that means that the deal has the blessings of House Speaker Pelosi, because, she's the one that's calling all the shots from the Democrat side. And it clearly will have the blessings of the administration, specifically the president, because US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin is his representative, is his spokesperson in the deal. Now what happens is, if there is a deal, the president essentially approves the deal, and then House Speaker Pelosi, meaning the Democrats, approve the deal. You could see the House being called into session to vote on the deal. It could be in 48 hours. It could be really quick. I mean, look, if a deal is struck in the next 24 to 48 hours, we could see a vote on the floor of the House by this weekend. But so here's the thing. As we get closer to the November election, if the House votes on it and passes a large stimulus package and the president clearly approves it, now that lands into the lap of the Senate on the eve of the election. Now, I want you to really think about this. And by the way, this is what Jamie is saying. Once again, shout out to Jamie Thornton. Props to you. And so this is a shout out to you. So please comment below and, we'll all thank you for your astute analysis. But if there is a deal, and by the way, I have done another video a couple of weeks ago, what if there's a deal but no law? right? So what if there is a deal that gets passed by the House and that ends up on the floor of the Senate? Now, what does Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell do? This is a checkmate situation. This is a situation where heads you lose, tails you don't win. And for House Speaker Pelosi, is heads I win, tails I don't lose. And so, in a good negotiation, both sides win. But in a negotiation that, that turns sideways, one side wins and the other side loses. So what happens if there is a vote on a stimulus on the floor of the Senate on the eve of the election? Number one, does the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell bring it to the floor of the Senate, knowing that a lot of his Republican senators are not going to vote for it? Okay, I'm not getting into numbers here. I'm talking conceptually in the court of public opinion, as far as the overall policies, the overall agendas, the fiscally conservative approach that a lot of Republican senators have. So does the Senate Majority Leader bring it to the floor of the House? If he does, and the Senate Republicans that don't support it now could, potentially face, could face the anger of their voters, of their constituents come election day. But if the Senate Majority Leader does not bring it to the floor of the Senate, that could also be a situation where the voters say, hey, how could the Senate not vote on something that we needed? So is this what Speaker Pelosi has been gambling on? Is this what Speaker Pelosi has been holding out on? Is this the political calculus of House Speaker Pelosi? That is the question I'm asking in this video. Thanks to the point that was raised by one of our amazing viewers and subscribers, Jamie Thornton. I want you to let me know in the comment section below whether you believe this is the political calculus and this is the inevitable outcome. This is the showdown, the end game, if you will, for House Speaker Pelosi, or if you feel there's something else going on, or if you feel that, look, House Speaker Pelosi is engaging in negotiations with US Secretary Steve Mnuchin, to legitimately come to an agreement as fast as possible. And, they haven't been able to come to an agreement because of the top line number, because of the state and local government funding, because of the disagreements with language on testing, tracing, and treatment, because of the childcare tax credits, etc. Or is there a broader end game here? And if there is a broader end game here, what is the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell actually thinking about this? Because he's been around a long time, so I'm sure he knows what's going on. In fact, the Senate Majority Leader did advise the White House against striking a stimulus deal before the election, and I was the first on YouTube to report that yesterday, before that news broke on many other news outlets, including CBS News. So clearly, there is an agenda. There is stuff going on here. House Speaker Pelosi has something going on. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, as an experienced politician, sees what's happening or what's not happening, depending on who you choose to believe. Please pick your poison about who you believe and who you don't believe. And the president, meanwhile, initially called off the talks, then wanted something piecemeal, and now wants a larger bill than the Democrats, while trying to win re-election. So that's where things stand right now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Chhoda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time, most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. Get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list. If you want, you can get added to our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you can get on our email list. You can opt out of the SMS list or the email list at any point in time that you want. Sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications on time, so all you have to do is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignitiontime. That's youtube.com/ignitiontime, and this way you can visit the homepage of our channel and watch the videos at any point in time that you want. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time, and we release exclusive content specifically for our Instagram followers. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. You'll get breaking news and alerts from us on Twitter. Keep in mind that if you learn something new from this video, all I ask, your vote of confidence in me and my team is you clicking the like button, you subscribing, and you enabling notifications. This way, you help us grow our community, and it also helps out the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video with friends and family if you learn something new. Thank you so much for watching once again. Please comment below and let me know about your thoughts pertaining to the content in this video. You'll find the links in the description section below about all the resources and all the content in this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.